What is up? Happy Wednesday. You know what day it is. It is Inner Circle Day. Every Wednesday for those people watching us, for those people listening to us. Welcome. Thank you for being here with me again. My good friend Michelle was here last week. It's a pleasure to have you, and hopefully we see you every here on Wednesday. What's up, girl? Michelle, how you doing?
I am doing good. I'm happy to be back on here. Last time it was such a fun time.
We try to have a good time here. We try to make it fun. We try to give people some time to like just chill and relax away from like everything that's going on in the world. Like just come down, listen to the inner circle, bullshit with us, have a little bit of drink. I got my little wine over here. But
I got
no,
my apple juice in here.
hey, what is that? A Disney cup? Is that?
uh, from Universal Studios when I went last
Oh,
year.
nice, nice, nice,
Yeah.
nice. I have to go there again. I haven't been there in a while. I definitely have to go by. But how you been? How was your week? It's been a couple days. I mean, we talk here and there, but like how you been? How's your week since last Wednesday?
I've been really, really good. On Monday, I actually went axe throwing. And that was super fun. I had a really good time. I went with my boyfriend. They played this little game called I don't know, I guess the couples game where you have to put behind stickers what you want the other person to do, and you have to put the stickers on the uh, on the sheet.
Mm.
And once you hit the axe on it, that's when the other person would have to do what you put behind the sticker.
Oh
So
shit.
it was really, really fun.
I did see your videos of you and your boo, you and your boyfriend. When you guys were playing, I was like, oh my god, I gotta ask her because I've never done that, and I've seen like a lot of people like posting like axe throwing and stuff like that. Like, how is it like hard to get it? Is there like a trick to it?
To be honest with you, the first time that I was, well, a couple times, I'm gonna say, the a couple times I was just shaking because it's just so weird. Like, you don't go throwing axes around every single day at things. So like just holding it and like throwing it, it took me a couple tries to actually get it to stick on.
I definitely be afraid for it to like bounce back. Like if I throw it too hard and it bounces back or anything like that and it like hits me or something. But yeah, no, I definitely had to try that. Where did you guys go? Where is it?
It's where the the R1
Oh,
indoor
yep.
kart racing is.
Oh, in Lincoln.
Um, yes, in Lincoln, they have different things to do there. After that, we actually got, since we were playing at the Axe Bar, we actually got to go in for free to go play at the dart side, and it was for 50 minutes, and we got it for free and stuff. It was really, really cool.
Nice, nice, nice. I definitely gonna try. I have been there. I actually did. What is that called when you get in a bubble or something? And you start running into people. Like, do they still have that
Uh,
there? Wait, you know what I'm
I
talking
don't
about,
know.
right?
Yeah, I do, but I don't know if they still have that there.
Okay. Yeah, that's the last time I went. Well, I did the race car thing, and then I did that bubble thing where you like challenge everybody and you like run into people and stuff. It's definitely a good time. I definitely got to go check that out and definitely do that. But yeah, have you been keeping track with the news and everything? A lot of crazy, crazy stuff has been going on. We got these kids. This kid, this 15-year-old, Ethan Crumblin,
Yes.
um, who is accused of fatally shooting four classmates and wounding seven others at an Oxford high school last week. His parents were finally discovered. They were hiding. They're being charged with four counts of involuntary manslaughter. As of right now, all three have pled not guilty. Crazy, not guilty. How do you not get a guilty verdict out of that?
It's, to me, I found it really crazy how I feel like this is something that could have like been stopped ahead of time, especially finding out that, on Monday, the day before the shooting, one of the teachers noticed that Ethan was searching up ammo on his phone, and there was a text message from the mom to the child saying, I'm not mad at you. Next time, don't get caught, LOL. And then the day of the shooting, he was actually drawing. The teacher noticed that he drew a gun, and the gun was pointing to some words that said, the thoughts in my head, won't stop, help me. And then he had drew a bullet, and then he put it in the gun. 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 And then he put it in the wrote blood everywhere. They called in the parents into the school, and they were talking to them about it. They said that, you have 48 hours to have your son put into counseling. They asked the parents if they want to take the kid home, and they refused to. And moments after that, shortly after that, that's when he just started shooting. And the mom actually texts the son right after the shooting and said, "Ethan, don't do it." So the fact that the parents had knowledge that there was something going on with their child, and they still refuse to take the child out of the school, and this tragedy happens where other people's kids are dead now because of the situation. It's really sad.
Wow, it is, and it's like I didn't even know they text them like Ethan, no, like don't do it. So that means that he was texting them and telling them what he was gonna do, like before he did it. The first thing
Yep.
they should have done as parents, they should have called the school and told them, hey, like I just got a text message from my son saying this, like make sure everybody's safe at least. But you're texting your son like Ethan, no, don't do it. Like no, my ass would have been at the school, like calling them, calling the police, everything. It's crazy. So what happened? How the kid got the gun possession of it was the parents bought him that gun for Christmas. That's why one of the reasons also why they want to charge the parents is because they let them have access to it. First of all, you're buying a gun for a minor, somebody that's 15 years old, and you're allowing anybody to have access to that gun. If it's lying around like that, if a 15-year-old can get it, anybody can get it. You know. And I feel like as a gun owner, when you apply or when you register to get a gun, like there should be guidelines that tell you like, hey, you have to make sure this is safe. Like you are responsible for this weapon and what happens once it leaves the store. Like if it's stolen, you have to report it stolen right away.
Yeah.
To protect yourself. But another thing also is that the art studio owner that where they were hiding from in the basement is actually cooperating with the police because he's saying he had no involvement in like hiding them or anything like that. He said he just something along the lines. I don't want to like say he said something, but he said something about the long lines that they were just basically looking for a place to like a safe place because they were getting death threats to their house and stuff because of everything going on. So they just were looking for a safe place to like shelter themselves before they turn themselves into the police. But there is no safe place than going right to the police
Yeah.
station. If you're afraid for people like threatening you and killing you and stuff like that, you go right to the police. You be like, hey, I'm this person. Lock me up, keep me safe or something. Like what are you doing hiding in somebody's basement? That just makes you look guilty. Like you're not like you were trying to like like run away from the police and not be found.
Yeah, exactly. And the fact that they're pleading not guilty is just ridiculous. There's so many evidence against the parents that they knew ahead of time that there was something going on, and they did not stop it.
Mm. So how do you feel? How do you feel about the school? Like, do you feel like the school should have any type of like charges pressed against them? Because I mean, when you think about it, the school was aware of what his thoughts were. He was actually drawing that in the school. Like, like as a school, I feel like you should protect the other students that are around in that building. So if you have a student that's having negative thoughts and feeling some type of way, you got to protect the other kids that you have in that school, and you need to make sure these parents take your child home. It doesn't matter whether your parents doesn't want to or not. You're there to protect the other children as well. What are your thoughts on that? Do you think they should charge the school as well?
I don't know if they should charge the school as well. I feel like they did a good thing by notifying the parent that the child is, looking up ammunition, and then also notifying the parent that, the child is drawing things that are concerning. But I feel like there should be some type of repercussion for them for not forcing the parents to actually take the child back home and just to keep the students safe.
Mm. No, of course, yeah. That's why, in a way, I'm kind of am for some type of repercussions, or not, I don't know. I don't know about charges, but the parents should be outraged. Those four parents that lost their child because the school knew of a possibility that this child was having thoughts, and because you allowed that child to still stay in school, I can't say goodnight to my child tonight. I can't watch my child or daughter like graduate high school because it's something that you were aware of ahead of time, knowing that somebody had these thoughts and you allowed them to stay in a building where my child is supposed to be safe. Because when we send our kids to school, we're sending our kids to school with the feeling that they're in a safe place, they're getting an education, and they are, you know, they're gonna return home.
Yeah.
There's possibilities of things happening on the way from school to home, but in the time being, while my child is in school, I'm assuming that my child is safe and that
Yeah.
my child is protected. So
Yeah, I feel the same way. The fact that their gun was in the backpack while they were all meeting together and they didn't look into the backpack to see if maybe he had something in there is just crazy.
already had something in him. You know what I'm saying? Like that should be the first thing that you're checking, because like if he's having it, what's not to say he already has something on him right now?
Yeah,
I
I
don't know.
agree.
But let's move on to something else that's going on. It's getting cold. I saw you not too long ago, and I ran outside. I was like, "Shit, it is cold out here. It's spring." I'm in my sandals with no socks on. My toes are curled up,
uh,
freezing. But yeah, talking about that is, we got to think about our brothers and sisters that are in the community that don't have a place, to stay warm. Like I ran outside because I mean, see, I wouldn't say the privilege kind of to be able to afford something and be able to have a roof
yeah.
over my head. But it's unfortunate that we have a lot of our brothers and sisters in our community that don't have, for whatever reason, whatever reason that is. But something that I was watching in the news today is that the mayor and nonprofit stakeholders announced a citywide initiative to address homelessness and substance misuse for Providence's most vulnerable residents. They announced this today, Wednesday. Yep.
Nice.
Which will use nearly 500,000 of the American Rescue Plan money, which I think that should have been something we should have been addressing from the beginning. I know
Yeah.
we had a lot of that money like just sitting around waiting to be using it, but it's getting colder out there. We have people that are hungry. We have people that are losing their part-time jobs because of COVID and stuff like that. Like let's get it to the community as soon as possible because people are struggling right now. Especially like I said, it being so cold out. Um, so Mayor Eloza, whatever, however you say. Am I saying it right? Eloza, whatever.
Whatever his name is.
So another thing they're doing is members of Congress and the Rhode Island Foundation, the Providence Foundation, and Crossroads Rhode Island will be collaborating on a new mobile uh, division program for Providence residents experiencing unsheltered homelessness, which I think that's great. So they're gonna go around. It's a mobile kind of like, I don't know if it's gonna be a car or a truck or something, but they're gonna go around and any homeless person they're gonna go and approach them and see if they can help them find a shelter or somewhere to stay, which I think that's good. That's a good thing to do. Um,
Yeah. I know I had joined a meeting probably back in 2019, and we had the Reliant Homeless Coalition come in and talk about homelessness and how things were already getting out of hand back then. And I can only imagine now, especially throughout the whole COVID epidemic, and how rent is rising because so
mm,
many people are not working and they need also to have an income themselves. So they're raising the rent. And it's crazy. I've at work my job right now, I get a lot of referrals where there's a lot of homelessness going on, and the best that you can do is go online to the Ryan Housing website and apply to those wait lists. It is a very long wait list that they have, but at least put yourself on that wait list. And also right now, Rent Relief RI is providing security deposit and 3 months of rent at their cost for the relief money that they have for anybody that is in need of any housing. You would need to just locate an apartment that that you would be paying, you'd be able to pay that rent, and call Rent Relief RI, and they can actually provide you with the money to give to the landlord.
Oh, look at that. That's what's up. I didn't know that information, so thank you for sharing that for everybody who's listening that's in
Yes.
Rhode Island or anybody that's listening anywhere. Because, like I did say, we are on Spotify and we are on Apple Podcasts. So, anybody listening anywhere, they are resource. Excuse me. They are resources out there, so definitely look to your local councilman, councilwoman. Definitely reach out. There is help out there, especially with this COVID money going on. And actually, something that's going on right now in the state house. We actually have people camping outside in protest to demand, these lawmakers to use some of that money, like, use more of that money to get these people off the streets and somewhere
Yeah.
warm. One thing with me is I'm an animal lover. I love animals, so I'm always so sympathetic about these animals when I see them out in the street. So I can only imagine, like, another person as well. But yeah, I've actually taken in cats, and I was never really a cat person until I took one in. But now
Uh,
I'm like, now I'm like, yeah, they're cute. They're cute. So,
Um, I do want to say another resource before we move on. Another resource there is that if you do have a line number and you call 211, they'll connect you to the point directly, and you can ask them for any type of resources that you need. If anybody from a different state is on and listening to, they can also call 211 from their local number, and it'll direct them to their 211 location. And they have a bunch of resources that you might have not known that they are out there for people.
that's what's up. That's cool. Yeah, no, thank you for that. All right, you ready for this, Michelle?
Yes.
We are gonna play something new, something different. We're gonna try it on. We're gonna see who, with the obviously with Christmas coming on, we want to see which one of these people are naughty or nice.
Exciting.
All right, and that is naughty or nice, where we are going to judge whether these celebrities, politicians, or actors, actresses, singers, it's gonna be random. We are going to judge whether these people have been naughty or nice this year. You ready? All right. First up is Normani. Naughty or nice? Let us know. Has this person been naughty or nice this year? She had some naughty performances this year. She's nice. Yeah. Normani, she is nice. All right. Next person. Little Nas X. Naughty or nice this year? Will he be getting cold or will he be getting something nice? He's been a little controversial this year. He's been doing a lot. I'm like, yo, this guy. Okay, that's definitely an option. That's definitely an option. All right, next up we got Jennifer Lopez. Naughty or nice? Miss J Lo. J Lo. What do you think? Naughty or nice? She left. I don't know. What kind of year has she been having? She did. She just broke up with Ben Aff, and then she went. I mean, no, she went. She broke up with A Rod, and then she went right on to this guy. Do you think she kind of jumped into that relationship, or? True. Yes. Yeah. True. Because sometimes people be checking out a relationship, but then be staying there like, I'm trying to see if it works out. Let me just try one more time. Let me just try it. All right. Nice. Yes. Yes, that's true. That is true. That is true. I definitely give her that. I definitely agree. Yes, she is nice. Plus, a Puerto Rican sister out here. You know, we gotta back each other's back. You know, I don't give a fuck. She cheated on you. That's my sister. Don't be calling her no names. I'm kidding. All right, next on the list we got my man Drake. What do you think about Drake? Drake, naughty or nice this year? What are you thinking? Naughty. uh, oh man. Yeah, I would say maybe naughty. You know, he hasn't settled down, so you know he be dipping around. You know, so boy gotta settle down. He got a son and everything. Adonis. Yes. For real. Speaking of albums, Certified Child that came out, another album that came out at the same time, Kanye. Or let's say Ye West, because he actually changed his name to Ye. So Ye West. Naughty or nice this year? What are we thinking? My I know my boy is controversial. You know, I have to kind of relate with him. I feel like I'm kind of controversial too in a way. I feel like I'm always pissing people off, but I'm just kind of like just speaking my mind. So I feel like he's kind of that same boat as well. You know, so I would say naughty because in other people's eyes he'd be naughty. So yeah, you agree? Nice. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Even if your ex-wife, well, they're not ex-wife yet, but even though your recent girl is now being seen in public with somebody else, with that tall white guy, you know who I'm talking about? Pete Davidson from Saturday Night Live. What do you think about that? Not to get off topic, what do you think about that? You think that's real or fake? Yeah, me too. Me too. Yep. Yeah, no, definitely. I definitely agree with that. Yeah. Let's see. Next on the list is Barack Obama. President Barack Obama, naughty or nice? I'm picking them random. They're random. These pictures are already set, but I'm picking them random. Nice? Yeah, he is a nice guy. I feel like I. Yes. Yes. I definitely agree. He's a nice person. I love the way he speaks. Speaking of his wife, since you mentioned her, let's put her out there. I see her right here on the list. Miss Michelle Obama. Naughty or nice? Yes, I definitely agree. All right, let's do two more. Next one we got Megan McCain. Since you're nice, the last one we are giving over here, my boy, Mr. President Donald Trump. Naughty or nice? What are we thinking? Mm, yep. Mm. I know. I know. You know, like even during the whole presidential CEO, like I swear, like when he was a nominee, I thought I was watching like a comedy show. Like I was like, wow, there is no way that this guy's running for president. But then when he won the nomination, I was like, wow, like he's the real deal. He actually pulled it off. But I was like, because we've never seen somebody be like so like outspoken or like so like nonchalant about their words. Like you see a lot of politicians and you see a lot of everybody. They're like very polite and try to be like, like they're very thoughtful. To have somebody that's just like shithead, whatever, that's always like, wow, what are you doing? Oh man, yes, no. So yeah, no, that's. So that's what we have for naughty or nice. Every week we're gonna do naughty or nice because Christmas is just 3 weeks away. 3 weeks, right? God, it's going by so fast. I feel like after Christmas it's just New Year's the following week and then that's it. 2022. God, no. So I wanted to start off the show with this, but I forgot. I mean, not that I forgot, but I kind of like I had it in the back of my head, but I should have started with this. Our condolences to Nick Cannon, um, losing his infant child, recently. I believe it was he actually said it on his show. I was watching a clip of it where he was talking about it, and it was you could see the pain in his face and his eyes, like. And I'm not to say that men are supposed to be like strong or anything like that, but for a man to break down in camera and just like that, I feel like it's very very hard for somebody to do. So for him to do that in front of the camera and just open himself up and just say it like that, it's very very sad. Especially like being such a baby, it was an infant child. You didn't even get to spend any time with it, pretty much. Oh yeah, I would never want to imagine that as like you said, as a parent, like it's supposed to be, you're supposed to be your child's supposed to bury you. Not to say that that's the way it's supposed to go, but that's the way you kind of perceive it. Like, like this is the way it's supposed to happen. So it's so sad, especially I don't know, like you get the excitement of like the pregnancy. You get excitement of like the birth. You're like, oh my god. You start feeling and thinking like all these different like things you want to do with them. Like you start, I guess, picturing it, imagining it, like, and it's just sad to see in it for it to happen like that. So my condolences to Nick Cannon and his family, his wife. His wife must be going through a lot. I feel like women, it's harder on them, I guess, because you're actually carrying it. I'm thinking I'm not a woman. I've never been pregnant. It would be funny if I did, but no. I never been pregnant. But no, that'd be weird if a man can get pregnant. I don't know. I'd be. You'd see a lot of safer sex out there. Cause ain't no guy want to get pregnant. But no, like like I feel like for a woman, it must be like more like an attachment because it's not just love. Like you have an attachment with that with the child. So yeah, I definitely would feel for her as well. Mm. Yeah. So sorry about that. So yeah, no. All right. So you want to get into the next game? Yeah. Never have I ever. Oh, did you want to talk about something? Is something you want to talk about? I forgot. I feel like you told me something, but I forgot. All right. So the next game we are playing is never. So Never have I ever. We are going to play. Michelle, you have your little drink. I have my little drink right over here. We want to take some
Got
sips.
my appetite.
I got my cranberry juice over here. I got my cranberry juice. Actually, before we play the game, let's talk about what we're gonna do on Friday. So Friday,
Yes.
anybody that is in the Rhode Island area, I forgot about that. That's what we had. That's what I was gonna talk about. I mentioned. I forgot about. I was like, there was something we were gonna mention, and that's what it was. So yes, this Friday at 8 p.m. we are going to be at Mirror Bar in Providence, Rhode Island. Michelle and I will be representing the Inner Circle. We are going to be playing against other podcasts. It's gonna be a good time. They have definitely a bunch of different games. I know they have Family Feud. They have a bunch of different games and a bunch of different giveaways. Me and Michelle are competitive. As you know, we are wrestlers. We like to battle and we don't lose. So we're going to bring our A game. So definitely check us out Friday, 8 p.m. at Mirabon, Providence. If you want to see a winning team, you got the team right here. You're watching them right now. So yeah, are you excited? Have you ever done that? Like, have you ever I've never like competed with anything like that. Like, I'm definitely excited. It's gonna be fun.
I've never competed like that. It's gonna be my first time ever, but I'm excited for it. Super excited. I'm wondering if we're gonna wear shirts.
What do you mean?
Representing the team, the Inner
Circle. I think maybe we're gonna go shirtless. I'm like, what? What? I gotta do some abs if I do that. Shit, Friday's only 3 days away. Damn, I mean, I gotta go to the gym 2 times tomorrow. 2 times. Oh man. So first, never have I ever. We're gonna get this shit started right now. And it's gonna get hot and heavy right now. We start with this question. Never have I ever been to a nude beach.
I have never been to a nude beach.
I have never been.
I feel like I might get creeped out and my eyes will not stay where I want them to stay. They would probably like start dozing off somewhere, just looking at people and just can't help it.
You be like, shit, I'm supposed to tan, but I keep looking around. Michelle, stop looking.
There's naked people everywhere.
Oh man, no, I have never been to a to nude beach, but I would definitely, I think you know, when you're younger, you like get more like adventurous, and you're like, yeah, I want to go. Like, I look now, I'm kind of like, yeah, I'll go. I definitely wanted to experience it at some point, but yeah, definitely that. All right, never have I ever avoided a needy person.
I have never avoided a needy person. I will feel guilty. I would be having dreams, nightmares at nighttime, thinking about the whole situation, because that is not me. I'm a giving person. I'm a loving person. I always want to give. Even if I don't have anything to give, I'm always gonna look for something to give. Thanksgiving, me and my son actually, I went to Walmart with my son, and there was this lady sitting down, and I passed her. But when I was passing her, she made a comment. She's like freezing, and she looked like she was really cold, and it was really, really cold outside too. Wow. So we went in and went to go buy a blanket. My son picked out a snack and a water bottle. And by the time we got out there, unfortunately, she was gone. But the day of Thanksgiving, we went to the store next door to my house. And what a coincidence that the same person was sitting at the corner of this corner store, and my son gave her the bag.
Aw. You guys are sweet. Honestly, that's one thing I'm gonna say about you, is that you're definitely raising a very good son. You definitely teach him the right things and manners. Definitely a good mom.
I can't avoid a needy person.
Yeah. Nah, for me, I was like, I think I have to drink for that, because I feel like sometimes when I'm like, I can avoid somebody, so yeah, I have to drink that. I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna dig myself in a hole, so I'm just gonna say yes, I have avoided this person. All right, another one. Let's go. Never have I ever peed in a pool.
I have.
So you gotta drink. Drink.
I have.
I definitely have peed in the pool. So cheers. You got a drink if you did.
I want to. Oh, I need some more
Oh.
apple juice, but I want to say, you know, I peed in a subway in New York. I was out with my friends and we were on a car ride back to the hotel room. And it probably took like, I don't know, probably 15 to 20 minutes, the car ride to get back to the hotel room. But before we got there, we needed to go pee so bad. So they pulled over. We ran into the subway station and peed in the subway station. Well, my friend started peeing first and I'm like, you know what? I can't let my friend go down on this camera and be like, if they put her on the news, I'm gonna go down with her.
For
so
real.
I started peeing with her.
See,
I started peeing with her. We got into the car and the hotel room was literally around the corner, and we were just looking at each other like,
damn.
wow.
We had to wait 2 more minutes, and we would have been peeing on a toilet. See, get you a friend like Michelle. She's like, you know what, bitch? If you won't get arrested, we both gonna get arrested. I'm gonna pee right next to you too.
Yes.
Don't get my heels wet. Don't get my heels wet. I definitely peed in the pool. Definitely when I was a kid, I did not want to get out of that pool, especially them public pools. That's why now, like, well, you know what? We could keep talking because you know what? It's our show and we get to talk to however long we want, even though we're in the middle of a game. So yes, definitely as a child, I definitely peed in the pool, those public pools. That's why now that I lifeguard and like kind of those like pools, I'm like, I am not swimming in those waters. I am not putting my head in that water. I mean,
have you ever been in a pool where there's actually like what you see in those movies when someone pees and it's like blue ink? No, is that fake?
I don't know. I've never heard or I've never seen like I've never seen it like me personally, like a pool having it. Obviously, in movies, yes, I've heard, and people like made jokes like, "Oh, they have that." Like even in the public pool, I'd be telling the kids, I'm like, "The pool's gonna turn blue if you pee in it." So, but I've never actually seen it. But yeah, no, that's why even when I give swim lessons, my head is not going in that water. I'm like, do like this. I be seeing those little snots coming out of this kid's mouth, and they just be, no, thank you, no. keep your boogers somewhere else. All right. Never have I ever broken the law while driving.
I have.
Cheers.
I have. I'm gonna
fuck them red lights. Fuck them red lights. No,
I have recently too, which was bad. I was speeding, and I should have never been speeding.
You know, one thing with me, even when I went to go for my road test. So you know, like I had to go for my road test twice. The first time was because we see adults doing this. You know, when they get to a red light, there's nobody coming. They kind of just slow down and they just go. They don't come to a complete stop. So I'm used to seeing that because my community, I'm used to seeing that. So when I went for my road test, that's what I did. I kind of rolled. I was like, oh, there's nobody coming. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I yield. The guy was like, did you stop? And I'm like, oh no, there was no cars coming, so I just went. He was like, you're supposed to stop. I was like, oh shit. Yeah. He was like, take us back to the parking lot.
Did you end up failing?
Yes, I had to come back and take it because of that. Yeah.
Did you end up failing? Because I remember when I took my driver's test for the first time, I failed my first test and I was so nervous. There was construction going on, and this is like on Elmwood Avenue, and it's already nerve-wracking because of all like the different parts that cars can come out of and you can turn into. So I was turning real slow into the lane, and because of that, I failed.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, so Cece, we both failed that first time. That goes to show you, for anybody watching, if you failed the first time, keep trying, you'll pass it.
Yeah.
You might get more tickets later on in life, but you at least still got your license, you know what I'm saying? At least you got it. All right, next one. Let's go. Oof. This might get us in trouble over here. I don't know if I want to say that. It's never have I ever driven drunk. We plead the fifth on that one. We don't want to put ourselves in a bad situation. So, never have I ever.
I plead the fifth.
Yeah, I plead the fifth. I plead the fifth. I am not going to criminalize myself. So, yeah. Never have I ever dropped the phone in the toilet.
Hmm. I have. I
Yes,
have.
me too. Me too. I always have it. You know those basketball shorts? I would have it like tucked in here with the ones with no pockets.
Yeah.
And one morning I just went, got up, put it there. I went to go pee. I just flipped the front to just pee, and the phone went bloop. I was like, fuck, 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 fuck. So yeah, it's definitely happened to me.
Sucks.
So I gotta drink to that. Cheers to that. All right, let's do 3 more, and then we are all set. Never have I ever sang karaoke. Yes, I have.
I have, and I suck.
Yes,
I
me too.
completely suck.
You know what I was just watching recently? A video of me, Hop, Abo, and Adam singing karaoke at a coaches meeting one time. When we had a coaches meeting, we went to have a coaches meeting, and then they were setting up the karaoke machine. And if you don't know my boy Adam, he does not shy away from a karaoke machine. He was like, "Shit, they're doing karaoke." Or one of us said it because I know Hop likes it too. So we were like, "Fuck it, we just all gonna do karaoke." So one day I'll show you that video. It's pretty fun. And then Hop was like singing the song by himself, and then Abo was singing the song by himself. But the song that we sang one all together. So it was pretty cool. Good times.
Aw.
Yeah. All right. Never have I ever kissed a stranger. You can plead the fifth on that if you want. I know your sons are.
I gotta think about this.
I definitely have. I definitely have.
I don't think I've ever kissed a stranger. I am very when it comes down to like kissing and like chilling with people, like I have to actually like them and talk to them. But I have not kissed a stranger.
Yeah. For me, I'm pretty sure I've had like a drunk night where I'm like, and I'm like, what am I doing? Get the fuck out of here. I'm pretty sure down the line something like that has happened. So yeah, I will drink to that. Right. Last one. Let's go. Unless you have one, Michelle. You want me to get the last one? I'll.
Never have I ever been in a public setting naked.
Completely. Public setting. No, I have not. I don't think I have. No, I don't think so.
I went skinny dipping.
Oh, all right. There we go. Yep.
I think that counts.
Yep, that does count. So you gotta take a sip. You have big skinny dipping.
Sorry, I have kids in the background, so if you guys hear them.
It's okay. It's okay. All right. One more. Let's go. Never have I ever farted in the elevator and pretended it was not me.
I have never farted in an elevator.
Them quiet.
I feel like that's too like
too closed in.
Like
you're like shit. Somebody's definitely gonna smell this. But yeah, no, I definitely feel what you mean. It's like closed in, so it's like if somebody does smell it, they're gonna be like, it's somebody in here. Like one of these people did it, and it's like shit. They're gonna know it's me. I feel like that would go through my head. But them quiet ones, them deadly ones. I can definitely see how it can be. Those are usually the deadly ones, the quiet ones. So all right, that concludes our game of Never Have I Ever. Michelle, thank you so much for being here again. It was a good time, good conversation with Michelle once again. We will be here every Wednesday. Definitely check us out on Friday. Michelle, anything you want to say before we head out of here?
I want to say thank you so much for inviting me onto these podcasts. I actually really do enjoy it. I love this whole interaction piece about it, especially through COVID, where, you know, people started like being socially depressed for
Mm.
not actually being out in the public and stuff. I work from home, unfortunately, so I don't get to really interact with people. So I definitely do enjoy it 100%.
Hey, well, Michelle, this is your home now. Every Wednesday, you're gonna see me and Michelle coming over here, bringing you some new content, some games. We can come up with new games and good conversation. And hopefully, you guys tune in, whether you're watching us live, whether you're watching us later on. Definitely check out our last week's episode where we had Michelle and Dion stage from the Progress Report. Some good conversations, and obviously, we have some really good views. So definitely, if you viewing our content, definitely like and share and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss anything. Definitely.
Yes.
So definitely, also check us out on Friday. Talking about socializing. Friday is definitely gonna be a good time when me and Michelle show everybody else that we are the podcast to beat. We are going to be winning out there. We're going to play some Family Feud with some other podcasters. So definitely check us out at Mirror Bar. I know it's on Elbow Street. I'm not sure what number. Um, I don't. I know it's in downtown somewhere, part of the east side. Definitely check us out if you're in Providence. Cheer us on. Me and Michelle gonna be representing the inner circle.
Yes.
Share, subscribe. Check out our Apple Podcast, Spotify. Check out my Instagram, Ivan0705. Michelle, do you have an Instagram, Facebook, somewhere people can find
Um,
you?
I do. I have an Instagram. It's beauty queen underscore east 1995. If you guys want to follow me on Instagram.
Hey, and you can find her on Facebook, Michelle. She'd be tagged.
Torres.
Michelle Torres. She'll be tagged on the inner circle. Uh, Tune in next week. Friday we'll probably be having some content for you guys. Other than that, we will see you next Wednesday. Bye.
Hey,
Peace.
peace out.